How are you?
Hey everybody, this is going to be a little bit different today. I recorded this earlier, um, but the audio was pretty banged up um, whenever I got going, so I decided to do a little voiceover instead. Now I've actually figured out how to use my noise canceling headset, so from here on out the audio will be a little bit better. So my apologies for any of the long videos with all the background noise, but I'm learning as I go as I'm new to this whole game. So this morning, taking off out of and Brantford, Ontario, and we're headed down to Houston, Texas. You can see we've got what looks just like a normal flatbed. We've got a 53-foot flatbed, but it's actually a trombone trailer, meaning that it extends. We can extend this one all the way out to 79 feet. So we're headed down to Texas. This is one of my favorite runs. A couple of weeks ago, I used that when I first started this. Just used some footage that I have to put together a quick video on the shorts, where I brought a big oversized caged fuel tank from Texas back to Ontario. And this is what we're going down to pick up again. So we're going down to pick up another one of these. The load itself is 75 feet long, 16 feet wide. It's not over height, it's only 7 feet high. But so yeah, needless to say, it's a monster. So this will be a fun load. So I'm deadheading it down to Texas, which means we're running empty. Um, did a video earlier, recorded some stuff for a video that I'll put up this weekend for a short, just showing how we use that trailer and how we stretch it out. So it's a pretty cool rig. Um, Bumper to bumper, we're going to be anywhere between 98 and 102 feet and 16 feet wide. So it's going to be quite the run. Should get a lot of cool video, good content out of it, and looking forward to showing everybody. So yeah, today was a beautiful drive. I've got 1,500, plenty of time, 1,500 miles to cover in 3 days. So I'll pull in on midday Sunday and be ready for Monday morning load. So this trailer is a really cool rig. It's pretty versatile. When you're pulling something that's going to be this big, being able to stretch this out is obviously vital just to be able to carry the load. But it does sit, since the load isn't too it's not too high. Like I said, it's only 7 feet, so it's not too big at all that way. Um, Actually helps to be able to have this deck. This deck is 5 feet off the ground, so any Jersey barriers or things like that, it helps to have that extra bit of clearance. So maybe you can fly a mailbox or something if you happen to run into one of those. But yeah, no, this is a beautiful drive today. Um, just drive down the 403 and the 401 to the 402. So we're going to cross the border down south in Sarnia into Port Huron, Blue Water Bridge. It's beautiful there. Um, yeah, no troubles at all today. Really smooth drive. Let me know how you're liking the three camera setup. I think it's pretty cool. And if anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. I'm enjoying this so far. I think it's cool to have the in-cab view. You guys can get more of an idea what it's like in the operation center, as it were. And even for me, it's cool to watch behind us after after the day. Sometimes so much stuff going on there that you miss sometimes. But yeah, great day, and this video or the videos over the next week are going to be pretty fun. So I've picked up, like I said, I picked up one of these before down south, um, and when you're picking up something this big, pretty much any oversized, but certainly once you get to 100 feet long and 16 feet wide, there's a litany of restrictions. It's not just as simple as getting the road and driving until you get there. On top of your normal hours of operations, when you're doing oversize, you have permits and strict routes that you have to follow. So anybody who's done this before, you already know this. Um, but yeah, you have very specific routes that you have to follow, state by state, and you can't deviate that from that for nothing. So we're going to stick to those on the way back up to Canada. And on top of that, in most states, you can't run weekends with oversized. Inclement weather. The last time I came back, we got up to Texarkana from Houston, and there's a tornado warning, so that kicked us off the road around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it took us about a week to get back. I believe we loaded on the Wednesday, left Thursday morning, and we got to the job site the following Thursday. So the goal is for this time around, like we're loading Monday morning, so I'm hoping that we're pulling in for Friday morning to get this unloaded here. But there's a lot of cool stuff. The trailer itself is cool. The load is a pretty intricate setup they have. They got a beautiful, like, state of the art facility there that I'm looking forward to getting back to. Really, really nice, good, hardworking people down there. There's a bit of a language barrier because they're all Spanish speaking guys down there, but man, couldn't be nicer. Super nice and really hardworking, and they know what we're doing, know what they're doing rather. Got it on there pretty quick once we got into load. So right here, we're jumping on the 403. Um, and yeah, gunning for the 401 to cross over into Port Huron. From there, we're going to ran up to Lansing down 69. Going to run through Indianapolis, head down south through Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Texas. So it's a great run. It's beautiful. And certainly the way down there, so I'm just deadheading it. It's a pretty easy run, man. It's very nice. It was a beautiful day. This is going to be a lot of fun. If anybody has any, suggestions on how to make these things better, I'm all ears, and hopefully I'm going to keep getting better as we go. I do all the editing in the truck. So after we rip off 600 miles in a day, after a 12, 14-hour day, I'm hopping in the back and trying to put the footage together and make something cool that can entertain and let y'all see what we do out here. So we're going to continue that. Going to keep it up. Hopefully, do some good content. And I can't tell you how surprised I was that anybody watched what we were doing. But it's got some pretty good traction early on, and I'm enjoying it. So I appreciate y'all checking in. It's been wild that there's you know people at home in the States and Canada watching, but everywhere. Japan, Vietnam, South Korea, Latvia. It's been a lot of people that have reached out. So that's been a lot of fun. So I want to try to make it as entertaining and as cool as possible. So we're going to keep that up and do a couple of series. One thing I want to do is help give some practical tips for people that are looking to get into trucking. So I really think that this career can offer, one of the most gratifying and rewarding jobs you can get out there, man, for men and women looking to get into it. I mean, Lord knows the state of the industry right now. There's about to be a lot of jobs opening up. So I've been doing this for 7 years, which is long enough, and I've got to do a really just a crazy amount of stuff um, in that pretty relatively short period of time. But it's not so long. So 7 years. It's a good time. But it's not so long ago that I have some story about getting my CDL by you know pulling a hay wagon and a tractor and getting my license that way. So I'm pretty up to date on the current state of getting licensed the proper way. So there's a lot of practical advice that I learned from guys that have been doing it for 30 years and things that I've gone through my experience that I think can help people out. Because you get paid to travel, you get to work with some amazing people all over the place, and You know, especially particularly if you're a young person, man, you don't pay any rent to live in a truck. So it's certainly not for everybody, but it's a good living, and I certainly enjoy it. So, anyways, thanks for checking in today. My apologies again for the voiceover. Hopefully, it was kind of cool. But the audio will. I think I've pretty much got that figured out from here on out now. So we'll make sure that's on point, and we'll keep striving to get better. So reach out, subscribe and like and all that. Um, Check out the shorts, and if you see me on a live, jump on there, man. Say hi. So I appreciate y'all, and we'll talk to you real soon. God bless.